Hello, this is Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Welcome to the Larry Bird career replay from 1979 rookie season. This is his ninth game, Celtics' ninth game. They're currently 3-5 in our replay, performing under their pace. They were actually 6-2 coming into this series, so they're 3 games off that pace. They did lose a heartbreaker to the Houston Rockets at the last minute in the last game. That was a pretty exciting game, so check that out. So the Celtics looking to rebound here as they visit the New Jersey Nets in New Jersey. And the New Jersey Nets came into this game with just a 2-6 record. So the Celtics beat them by a score of 116-79 in the actual game for a 37-point victory. So the Celtics should not have any problems in this game. If they do, then we got to check our management style and see if we might be mismanaging it somehow. But again, we're getting used to the team. So, let's get to the starting lineups and get this game underway. So Dave Cowens is at center for the Celtics. Cedric Maxwell, power forward. Larry the Legend Bird is at forward. Chris Ford, the shooting guard. And Nate Tarny Archibald is the point guard. For the New Jersey Nets, Rich Kelly, the center. Bob Elliott is at power forward. Kelvin Nat, small forward. Mike Newland at shooting guard. And Eddie Jordan at point guard. So those are your starting lineups. Here's the jump ball. Jump ball will go to the Nets. Bob Elliott has it. And he's going to pass it over to Eddie Jordan. And Eddie Jordan will shoot a 2. And his jumper will be good. So New Jersey's on the board first. Mike Newland with the assist. So Celtics inbound it. And got a little trouble getting it around. Finally, Cowens gets open. And Cowens will be fouled on the play. And it looks like the foul is going to be on Rich Kelly, the center. It's a shooting foul, so Dave Cowens will go to the line to shoot 2. He's a 78% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And second one is off the mark. So he's 1 for 2 from the line. And Mike Newland comes down with the board for the Nets. So 2-1 New Jersey lead. And that is going to be a turnover on Jordan. Throws it away, so Celtics ball. And they get it over to Archibald. Archibald will shoot a 2. And that shot will be good. So Celtics on top 3-2. And it's going to be a foul on Maxwell. First team foul. And first foul on Maxwell. So New Jersey inbounds it. Gets it over to Jordan.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And his shot will be off the mark. Kelly with the offensive board, though, for the Nets. Puts it back up. And that'll be good. So New Jersey on top 4-3 now. Celtics ball. Celtics having trouble getting it in. Finally, they get it into Cowens, but he's going to be fouled by Kelly, his second personal already. So we'll be right back. Kelly will have to sit on the bench with 2 quick fouls within the first 2 minutes of the game. Alrighty, and George Johnson will come in for the Nets. George Johnson, and actually the Nets only have 1 center on the roster. Well, it's only designated 1 center. In fact, they got George Johnson as a small forward at 6'11", which is kind of a strange position for strange size for a small forward. You would think he'd be at least a power forward, but Johnson with the second in height on the New Jersey Nets. Alright, so George Johnson in at center. Celtics inbound it after the foul. And they'll get it over to Archibald. Oh, it's going to be stolen, though, by Jordan. And Nets will be on the fast break. Over to Newland. And Newland's going to get fouled. And the foul is going to be on Larry Bird, his first. So Newland will go to the line to shoot 88% free throw shooter. First one's good. And he makes both of them. So New Jersey lead up to 3 now, 6-3. Celtics get it over to Ford. Ford will shoot a 3. And that won't fall. Johnson down with the board. And the Celtics get back. It's going to be over to Nat. Nat will shoot a 2. And his reversal layup will not go. Johnson rips down the board, though. Puts it back up. And that'll be good. So the Jersey, who only scored 11 points in the actual game, has already scored 8 points within the first 3 minutes and leads at 8-3 over the Celtics. So Celtics with an early hole here. And they will turn it over. Ford turns it over. And that's going to be quickly stolen by Maxwell, though. Nets get back. And Nat will commit the foul, his first personal. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. All right, and Jan Van Brendikoff comes in at power forward for the New Jersey Nets. Celtics inbound it. And quick foul on Johnson. Johnson with his first personal. New Jersey's already has 14 fouls, so the Celtics will be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Celtics inbound it, get it over to Ford. Ford will shoot a 2. And his jumper is in and out. Can't get it to go. But Bird comes down with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that will be good. So Bird with his first points of the game. Cuts the New Jersey lead to 3 now, 8-5. Jersey pushes it up. Gets it over to Newland. Newland will shoot a 2. And that shot will go. So Jersey in double digits now, 10-5. And another quick foul on the New Jersey. Mike Newland comes down with the foul. So Chris Ford will go to the line and shoot 2. 75% free throw shooter. First shot is off the mark. And misses both of them. So Celtics not shooting well from the line early on here. As Ford misses both those free throws. And Bandikoff comes down with the board. He'll pass it over to... Can't get anybody open yet. Finally gets it over to Nat. And Nat will shoot a 2. And that one, defended well by Ford. And he'll come down with the board. And Nets are able to just get back, so the Celtics cannot go on the fast break. They slow it down. And they'll get it over to Cowens, and Cowens is going to be fouled by Johnson. His second personal. So George Johnson with the foul. And we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. And both big men for the Nets are in early foul trouble. So Cowens go to the line to shoot 2. 1 for 2 from the line so far today. First one's good. And this time he makes both of them. So 10-7 now, New Jersey. Jersey pushes it back, pushes it up. Gets it over to Newland. And Newland's going to get fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Cowens. His first personal. He was in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2. 2 for 2 already for Newland from the line. First one's good. And he makes both of them. So 12-7 New Jersey lead. Over to Cowens. And Cowens will... Oh, it's going to be a turnover, though. His turnover rating is 5 for the Nets. So Cowens throws it away. Jersey inbounds it. Gets it over to Newland. And that's going to get blocked by Ford. And that's going to go out of bounds, New Jersey ball. Alright, so they get it over to Bassett. And he's going to get fouled by Maxwell. His second personal. So ML Carr checks in at small forward. Larry Bird moves over to power forward as Maxwell gets his second personal foul. Jersey inbounds it. And they'll get it over to... No, can't get anybody open yet. Finally, Jordan becomes open. They get it over to Jordan. And Jordan's going to get fouled by Archibald, his first. So the Celtics now in the penalty. So Jordan goes to the line and shoots 2. He's a 78% free throw shooter. Misses the first one. And he'll miss both of them. And it's going to be a loose ball foul. Let's check and see who that's on. And it looks like it's going to be on Cowens. So Cowens for the Celtics gets his second personal. So Cowens now in foul trouble, and he'll go to the bench. We'll be right back. So Rick Roby comes into the game for Cowens. So both teams with 2 men in early foul trouble. Already 12 fouls in the game. We haven't even played 6 minutes. So Elliott will go to the line and shoot 2. 68% free throw shooter. First one's good. And he'll miss the second one. So 1 for 2. As ML Carr rips down the rebound. He'll pass it over to Archibald. Archibald will shoot a 2. And that jumper will not go. As Bassett comes down with the board. Celtics get back. And get it over to Newland. Newland will shoot a 2. And that's going to get blocked by Ford. So Ford with some good defense early on. And just out of the reach of Roby. Instead, Elliott comes down with the offensive board. And he'll get it over to Bassett. And Bassett will shoot a 2. And that does not fall. This time Roby is able to get to it. And he'll pass it up to... Can't get anybody open yet. Finally it comes around and it gets back to him. And he gives a pretty feed over to Chris Ford, who puts it up for his first bucket of the game. Roby with his first assist. So the Jersey lead now 4. And we're right back after these substitutions. Alright, we're back after some substitutions here. A lot of the starters getting some rest. So Jersey inbounds it. Gets it over to Bassett. Bassett shoots a 2. And his jumper won't go, but he's going to draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And that is going to be a foul on Judkins just into the game. So Bassett will go to the line and shoot 2. 67% free throw shooter. First one's good. And second one, nothing but net. So he makes both of them. And Jersey up to a 6-point lead. So the Celtics Thought they were going to have an easy day today, but New Jersey playing tough so far. Celtics inbounds it. Oh, goes over to Judkins. And Judkins will give a great pass into Bird. And that'll be good. So Bird now with 4 points. Judkins with the assist. 15-11 Jersey. And that's going to be another foul on Bird. Bird now in foul trouble. His second personal. So refs are calling fouls like they're changing their underwear. Actually, more often than that. Celtics are getting good momentum here, though, at least. So, let's see here. So, Bird will have to go down and sit. So, we'll be right back. So, both teams forced to go to their benches early as Jersey calls a timeout. All right, so Bassett to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 so far. First one's good. And second one way off the mark. And Bredikoff comes on with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And no, he decides to pass. Gets it over to Elliott. Elliott with a great feed. Feeds it over to back to Bredikoff. And Bredikoff with his first points of the game. Elliott with the assist. New Jersey lead back up to 7. Celtics inbound it. Get over to the Fernstein just in the game. Actually, no, they can't get it to Fernstein. And finally, they get it over to Judkins. And Judkins is going to have to put up a shot quick as the shot clock is running down. And that won't go. So Bones just in the game. Has it for the Nets. And pass it over to Simpson on the fast break. Puts it up. And that's going to be good. So New Jersey with a 9-point lead over the Celtics. Fans are going ecstatic here, as the Jersey was an underdog by quite a few points. And Elliott steals the ball, gets it over to Simpson again on the fast break. Simpson puts it up. And this will not go. But Bassett with the board. Puts it back up. And his jumper will be good. Unbelievable. So Celtics forced to call a timeout here, as the Jersey is doubling up on them like the Celtics did against the Nets. So in actuality, the Celtics scored 32 points and the Nets only scored 11 in the first quarter, but got a reversal of fortune here as the New Jersey Nets are all over the Celtics early. And pass over to Carr is going to be stolen by Bredikoff. Feeds it over to Elliott on the fast break. Puts it up. And this is going to be off the mark. But Bassett with the offensive board. But he'll turn it over. Throws it away. Celtics ball. Celtics need to start chipping away at this lead. Cannot afford to get behind too much here. So they get it over to Archibald. Archibald shoots a 2. And that won't go. Bredikoff comes down with it. Pass it over to Simpson. And Simpson will shoot a 3. And way off the mark here. Fernstein with the board. And that's going to be stolen by Bredikoff. Fast break pass over to Bones. Puts it up. And that won't go. Judkins comes down with the board for the Celtics. And he'll be fouled by Bredikov. So Carr will go to the line and shoot 2. Carr, 74% free throw shooter, makes the first. And he'll make both of them. As we reach the 3-minute mark of the first quarter with the Celtics down by 9. Nets with the ball. Carr just misses the steal. Get it over to Elliott. Elliott will shoot a 2. And his spin move will not go. Roby comes down with the board for the Celtics. Gets it over to Archibald. And that will go. Celtics starting to cut into the lead now. It's down to a 7-point lead. Jersey pushes it up. Gets it over to Simpson. Simpson with a great feed. Over to Bredikov. No, actually not Bredikov. Over to Bones. And that will be good. So that to a 9-point lead for the Nets. 2 minutes left in the quarter. And that's going to be stolen by Bones. Celtics get back. Get it up to Elliott. And Elliott's going to be fouled. And it'll be a foul on Roby, his first personal. So Elliott will go to the line to shoot 2, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe so far. And he'll miss the first one. Misses both. So both teams having issues with free throws early on. And they're going to be going to the line quite a bit here, as there's already been 16 fouls. We're not even out of the first quarter. Unbelievable. Fernstein with the board. Pass it over to Roby. And Roby will turn it over. It's a very sloppy play by the Celtics early on as they're down by 9. That's inbounded over to Simpson.
The drive to the basket.
And that will not go. That's going to go out of bounds. New Jersey ball. Bassett gets open. And he's going to get fouled. My goodness. And that is going to be a foul on Judkins, his second personal. We'll be right back. Don Chaney checks in for the Celtics. Bassett goes to the line to shoot 2. He's 3 for 4 already from the line today. First one's good. And he misses the second one. So he gets 1 out of 2. Fernstein comes down with the board. Pass it over to Roby. Roby puts it up, and that's no good, but he will draw the foul. And the foul is going to be on Elliott, his first personal. So Roby will go to the line to shoot 2. 68% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. And misses the second one. Elliott down with the board for the Nets. As we get less than a minute to go in the first quarter. And Jersey up by 9 in the ball. And it's going to be a steal by Chaney. Fast break pass over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up. And can't finish it. Chaney comes out with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that's going to be... It's going to be a miss. And it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to see it's a jump ball. Nets win the jump ball. Over to Bones. And his jumper is good. It's an 11-point lead as we approach the end of the first quarter. Gets it over to Fernstein. Fernstein puts up a 2. And that's going to be a miss. And I'll be out of bounds. Celtics ball. Celtics will play for the last shot here. Roby puts it up. And his jumper will be good. Carr with the assist. So Roby with 3 points. And that'll be the end of the first quarter as the New Jersey Nets come out strong and lead the Celtics by a score of 27-18. So up by 9. So we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Alrighty, Celtics will inbound at the start of the second quarter. Most of their starters in. Also most of the Jersey starters in also. Celtics down by 9. Gonna get it over to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2. And that shot will not fall. As Kelly comes down with the board for the Nets. Pass it over to Johnson now at power forward. And he will turn it over. The Celtics ball. Over to Cowens. And Cowens is going to be fouled. And it's going to be on his second personal. So Cowens is in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line. He's 3 for 4 from the stripe so far. First one and misses. Oops. Second one swishes it in. So 1 for 2. Now an 8-point lead for New Jersey. Gets it over to Kelly. Kelly with a great feed. Over to Johnson. So Johnson with 4 points now. Kelly with his first assist. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Maxwell.
He goes straight to the glass.
And can't get that one to fall. Johnson rips down the board for the Nets. Fast break pass over to Jordan. Puts it up. And his jumper will be good. So 12-point Jersey lead. Celtics do not have an answer for it yet. They may have to start pressing them more. So we get it over to Bird. Bird now at small forward, and Bird is going to turn it over. Celtics are looking real sloppy so far today. Team they should be handling easily. Having a lot of difficulty with. And Newland cannot get open, so we'll get it over to Jordan. And Jordan with a great feed. Over to Nat. Nat puts it up. He gets his first bucket of the game. Assist goes to Jordan. 14-point lead, biggest lead for the Nets so far. So get it over to Ford. Ford puts it up. And Ford finally gets one to go in. 4 points now for Chris Ford. And let's get it, push it up, get it over to Kelly. No, they can't get it over to Kelly. You can't get open. And finally Johnson gets open, but it's going to be a turnover. He throws it away. Celtics ball. And Newland with the steal. Fast break pass over to Jordan. Jordan puts it up. And he cannot get this one to fall. Cowens cannot get the board. Instead, Johnson gets it for the Nets. And he'll pass it over to Jordan. And Jordan puts it up. And that's in and out. And Johnson's going to come down with the offensive board. Pass it around, gets back to him. And he's going to get fouled. So it's going to be a foul on Chris Ford, his first personal. And he wasn't in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Johnson, a 71% free throw shooter. First one, miss. Second one is good, 1 for 2. And Jersey lead up to 13. Get it over to Henderson. And Henderson will give a great feed. Inside pass over to Ford. Ford puts it up, and it's good. Ford with the assist, and we'll be right back with some substitutions. Alrighty, Carr checks in at shooting guard, and Bredikov checks in at Ford for the Nets. Jersey inbounds it, up by 11. And they'll get it over to Newland. And that's going to be blocked by Carr. And it looks like there's going to be a foul on... I think it's going to go on Newland. So Newland with his second personal foul. Second team foul. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Carr. And his jumper will not fall. Jordan down with the board. And he's going to get fouled by Henderson. Henderson with his first personal. Second team foul. Jersey inbounds it. And it's going to be stolen by Carr. Jersey gets back. Gets it over to Cowens. And he's going to get fouled by Kelly. So Kelly now commits his third personal. So he'll take a seat. Alright. So Celtics inbound it after more substitutions. And a quick foul on Bassett. His first personal. So Celtics will be in the bonus for the rest of the quarter. As the fouls continue to mount. And they'll get it over to Archibald, just back in the game. And that will be good. Gets it to fall. So single digit lead now. Lead down to 9. Celtics need to see if they can close the gap here. Over to Newland. And that was a great defense by Ford. But it'll go out of bounds and be New Jersey ball. Jersey inbounds it. Tries to inbound it. And that is going to be a turnover. As Johnson is flagged for the foul. Celtics ball. And that's going to be a foul on Newland, his third personal. So like it's foul. Refs continue to blow the whistle here. And the Bird will go to the line and shoot 2. We'll be right back as Newland's going to take a seat. Alright, so Boynes checks in, a shooting guard. Bird goes to the line to shoot 2. He's an 84% free throw shooter. First one's good. And second one gets both of them to go. So Bird now with 6 points. Jersey lead down to 7. Celtics starting to close the gap here. And it's going to pass over to Nat. Nat will shoot a 2. And nice block by Bird. And Bird will come down with the board. Pass it over to Archibald. Archibald is fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Bassett, his second personal. So Archibald will go to the line and shoot 2. 83% free throw shooter. First one's good. And makes both of those. As we just past the halfway mark of the first quarter with the Celtics down by just 5 now. So Jersey inbounds it over to Jordan, puts it up, and his runner will not go. Almost comes down with the board, but instead Ford gets it for the Celtics. Out battles him for it, and he'll be on the fast break. He's going to shoot a 3. Oh, just one cannot go. Thought it was going to go in there for a second, but in and out. That would have closed the gap to 2 points. Bassett will come down with the board for the Nets. Celtics back. And it's going to be stolen by Maxwell. And, oh, I thought Bird was going to be on the fast break there, but not quite, as the Nets get back quickly. And they'll get it over to Cowens. And his jumper will not go. Almost the momentum there, but you need a +4. It's only a +3. And Nat comes down with the board for the Nets. Fast break pass over to Jordan. Puts it up. And his jumper's good. So lead back up to 7 for the Nets. Celtics had an opportunity to close the gap there, but the Nets denied him. Johnson with his first assist. Over to Archibald.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And that will be good. So Archibald now in double digits with 10 points to lead the Celtics. Maxwell still looking for his first bucket of the game, surprisingly. He's had a couple of great games the last couple of games, but actually almost every game in the season he scored close to 15 to 20 points at least. But still without any points as we gone over the halfway mark of the second quarter. So the Celtics need to get him involved if they're going to pull this victory off. It's going to go over to Nat.
He goes straight to the glass.
And that will not fall. And Collins comes down with the board. Celtics set it up. And they get it over to Bird. Bird will be fouled. Oh no, they're going to call Bird for an offensive flagrant foul there. Bird is really upset at that call. Cannot believe it. As he gets his third personal, so he'll have to go to the bench. So Bird now in foul trouble. Not good for the Celtics. So Melkar checks back in at small forward after Bird is called for an offensive foul. There, his third personal foul. So Jersey will inbound it. And it's going to be stolen by Carr just in the game. Fast break pass over to Archibald. And he's going to give a great feed over to Maxwell. Maxwell gets his first points of the game. Need to get him going here. Archibald with his first assist, and it's now down to a 3-point New Jersey lead, so the Celtics have closed the gap. The question in this game is going to be foul trouble. That's going to play a big key down the stretch here. And it's going to go over to Jordan. Jordan shoots a 2. And that will not go. Way off the mark there. As Collins rips down the board. Fast break pass over to Archibald. Puts it up. Oh, and that's going to be blocked. Swatted away by Johnson. Oh, he's got a block rating of 16. Massive rejection there. But Archibald comes down with the board. We'll get it over to Carr.
The drive to the basket.
And that will not go. Collins comes down with the board, offensive board. Puts it back up. And and gets that one. That looked like it was going to come back out, but it manages to go in. And the Celtics are now within 1. So New Jersey's going to call a timeout here, as the Celtics are rallying back here. Once down by, I believe, as many as 14 points, and now only down by 1 as we approach the 3-minute and 48-second mark of the second quarter. So after the timeout, Jersey will actually, let's make some substitutions here. We'll be right back. All right, so Don Chaney checks in for the Celtics at shooting guard and Ralph Simpson at shooting guard. Keep wanting to call that Ralph Sampson, but it's Ralph Simpson. So New Jersey with the ball, down by 1. Up by 1, sorry. And Jordan gets open. And that will not go. As Chaney comes down with the board, fresh in the game. Celtics can take the lead on this one, and it's going to be a foul on Jordan, his first personal. So Archibald will go to the line and shoot 2. 2 for 2 so far. Oh, and that one just looked like that one is going to come back out, but it goes down. So we have a tie game now. Celtics can take the lead with this free throw, and they do. So Celtics with their first lead of the game as we approach halftime. So New Jersey down for the first time, inbounds the ball. Gets it over to Elliott. And that won't go. Chaney with the board. Fast break pass over to Carr. Carr puts it up. Oh, and that will not go. Elliott with the board for the Nets. Oh, and we have a possible injury on Tiny Archibald. And thankfully, it's no injury, as that's a 28, and his only has a 1 rating, so no injury on the play. Thankfully. He will come out, though, and have a seat, though. And Chris Ford will... No, Gerald Henderson will check back in. As a precaution, more than anything else. All right. New Jersey inbounds it. Having trouble inbounding it. Finally, Nat gets open. And Nat shoots a 2. And great defense by Chaney. Forces the miss there. And loose ball foul. So guard 8, that's going to be a offensive foul on Simpson. Just made substitutions there, so Chaney will go to the line and shoot 2. 76% free throw shooter. First one's good. And misses the second one. As Simpson comes out with the board, so 1 for 2. Celtics now with a 2-point lead. Jersey up, inbounds it. Gets it over to Simpson. Shoots a 2. And great defense once again by Chaney, forces the miss. So it's going to be a jump ball, the ref calls it. So Celtics win the jump ball. Over to Chaney. Chaney puts it up. And he's going to miss, but he'll draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
So it's going to be a foul on Nat, his third personal. So he'll take a seat. So Bradikov checks in at small forward. So Chaney to the charity stripe, 1 for 2 on the day today. First gets the first one to go. And he'll make both this time. So Celtics lead up to 4 now. Jersey inbounds it. Over to Elliott. Oh, almost another steal by Chaney, but not quite. Elliott shoots the 2. And Carr does not force the miss, but definitely impeded him somehow here. As His shot is off the mark. And it's going to be a foul on Johnson, his third personal. Oh my goodness. So the fouls died down for a little bit, but they started back up again. All right, no substitutions, but George Johnson will play it safe now with 3 personal fouls. So Collins goes to the line, 4 for 6 already from the free throw line. First one's good. And he nails both of them. So Celtics lead up to 6 now. So they've been building that lead off from the free throw line. So Jersey inbounds at 2 minutes left till halftime. And it's going to be another foul for Cowens. So Cowens with his first personal, he's going to have to come out here. So Roby checks back in. Celtics, that was only the Celtics' 4th foul. Jersey's already up to 10 fouls. So the Celtics have cut down on their fouls this quarter, but Jersey is with 10 fouls. Wow. All right, so Jersey will inbound it. And it's going to be stolen by Chaney. That's at least his 3rd steal. Fast break passes it over to Henderson. Puts it up. And that is going to be good.
He buries that shot.
So the Celtics, turn of events here is the Celtics have doing what they're supposed to be doing from the outset. Now have an 8-point lead. So Jersey's going to have to call a timeout right before halftime here. Try to regroup here. So the Celtics turn it around here in the second quarter. So Jersey has it now. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson shoots a 2. And good defense by Roby. And that's going to be a board by Henderson. And they'll pass it around. Having trouble getting somebody open. Finally, Roby gets open. And he'll turn it over, though. Throws it away. So, 1 minute left till halftime. Celtics with an 8-point lead. Jersey with the ball. And Elliott with it. Great feed over to Predikov. Puts it up and good. 44-38. Celtics inbound it, push it up. And get it over to Chaney. Chaney shoots a 2. And Chaney gets 5 points. So Chaney's been excellent off the bench. A lot of steals, both offensively and defensively. Now with 5 points off the bench. Celtics lead back up to 8. Jersey inbounds it. Gets it over to Jordan. Jordan with a great feed over to Predikov. And that'll be good. Predikov with 6 points now. Celtics inbound it. Playing for the last shot here. Oh, and they're going to be denied here. So Celtics are going to call it, and I can't call a timeout. And that's going to be it, as they cannot get a shot off before halftime. But at the end of the second quarter, the Celtics come storming back and lead at 46-40. So let's take a look at the stats here. These are going to be some interesting stats here. So let's see. Let's look at all the fouls here. Let's see if we can figure out the number of fouls. So the Celtics with 14 personal fouls and the New Jersey Nets with 18 personal fouls. So a very extremely physical game. Celtics shooting 47% from the field and on the floor, and the New Jersey Nets down to 37% now. So the Celtics definitely improved in that second quarter. So while New Jersey had a 27-18 lead at the end of one. The Celtics were able to come storming back with 28 points in the second quarter, holding Jersey only to 13 points. So Celtics free throws improved to 18 of 24. And New Jersey only shooting 56% from the free throw line. Amazing. Rebounds about even. Celtics with both teams with 6 steals. So points leaders, Tiny Archibald leads the Celtics with 12 points. And 3 players, Newland, Jordan, and Bredikov, all with 6 points lead the Nets. So New Jersey's spreading out there, actually with Bassett too. New Jersey's spreading out their shooting over. I think their bench might have a little bit more than their starters. Chaney with good 5 points off the bench. So let's look at Larry Bird at the end of a quarter. So he's 2 for 2 from the field. So I definitely need to get him more involved as well as Maxwell. Let's see. So Bird 2 for 2, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 boards. So Bird though with 3 personal fouls. So both Bird and Cowens in foul trouble with 3. But for New Jersey, three of their starters with 3 fouls: Nat, Newland, and Kelly. And Johnson also with 3 fouls off the bench. So Maxwell only with 2 points, though. They need to get Maxwell and Bird more involved in the game. Although they have done it without him so far, especially without Maxwell. So Maxwell, I'm sure, will rebound this second half. And he'll need to if the Celtics are going to pull this one out. So we'll be right back with the start of the second half. Alrighty, here we are at the start of the third quarter with the Celtics up 46-40. Celtics will inbound the ball. And they'll get it over to Bird right away. Bird will shoot a 2. And that will be good. So Celtics get Bird involved right in the first possession of the game. Bird now with 8 points. Celtics lead up to 8. Get it over to Jordan. Jordan shoots a 2. And great defense by Cowens forces the miss. Kelly comes down with the offensive board. Pass it over to Bredikov. No, Bredikov does not get open, sorry. Having trouble getting somebody. And finally they get it over to Jordan. And Jordan with a great feed.
Nice pass inside.
Back to Kelly. Kelly puts it up and it's good. Celtics push it up. And Cowens will turn it over. So Jersey with the ball down by 6. Looking to close the gap here. Kelly shoots a 2. And that will not foul, but he's going to draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
So it's going to be a foul on Archibald, his second. And Kelly will go to the line for the first time today. 79% free throw shooter. First one, no good. And second one is good. 1 for 2. So the Nets continue to struggle from the free throw line. Cut the lead to 5. And they'll get it over to Archibald. And Archibald with a great feed inside to Maxwell. Get Maxwell involved. Maxwell with 4 points now. So Celtics are getting Bird and Maxwell more involved early on here in the third quarter. 7-point Celtic lead. Over to Kelly. Kelly shoots.
Straight to the glass.
And that will not fall. So they call it jump ball. So Celtics win the jump ball. It's going to be stolen by Jordan, though, the pass. And Jordan with the fast break. Puts it up. And that is going to be good. So, 50-45. Celtics set it up. Over to Ford. Ford shoots the 2. And that will not go. Kelly rips down the board. Pass it up to Nat. And that will not go. Collins with the board. Pass it over to Bird. And that will go.
He buries that
So
shot.
Bird now in double digits with 10. Archibald with the assist. His 4th. So Celtics doing what they need to do, getting their big men involved early in the second half. And they'll get it over to Kelly. Kelly with a great feed. Over to Newland. Newland puts it up and in. Newland now with 8 points. And I'll be right back. All right, Maxwell, take a seat. All right. Celtics ball up by 5. They'll feed it over to Bird, now at power forward. Puts it up, and that is going to be good. So Bird, 12 points now. He's definitely shooting better today than he did in the game against Houston. And they'll need him to. If the Celtics are going to pull this one out, they should hopefully start to pull away soon. Definitely have the capability. And it's going to be stolen by Ford. Here's Jersey gets back over to Judkins. And great defense by Bedikoff. Kelly with the rebound. Fast break pass over to Newland. And he'll turn it over. And quickly though, Bedikoff steals it again. Gives another feed over to Bowens. Puts it up. And that's going to... Oh, no. Barchwell doesn't have any block on him. Or else that would have been an easy block. Instead, it's going to be a miss, though. It's off the mark. And it's going to go out of bounds. Celtics ball. Celtics with a 7-point lead as 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up. His jumper will not go. Kelly rips down the board. Sets it up. And Kelly puts it on.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And his jumper will not go. Bird with the rebound. Pass it over to Judkins. Judkins puts it up. No good. Kelly with another board. 7 boards now for Kelly. Pass it over to Bowens. Great assist pass over to Bedikoff. And puts it up and in. So Celtics lead now 5, 54-49. We get it over to Bird. Bird with a great feed. Over to Cowens, puts it up and in. So Cowens now in double digits with 10. Bird with his first assist of the game. Over to Bowens. Puts it up. And that will not go. Bird with the board. Fast break pass over to Judkins. And he's going to get fouled. It's going to be a foul on Kelly, his fourth. So Judkins will go to the line and shoot 2. Judkins with his first free throws of the game. So Kelly will take a seat as he picks up his fourth personal. George Johnson checks in at center. Judkins at the line to shoot 2. 82% free throw shooter. First one's good. And makes both of them. So Celtics lead up to 9 now, their biggest lead of the game. Jersey inbounds it, and that's going to be a foul on Bird, his fourth personal. So Bird now in foul trouble. He's going to have to take a seat. Maxwell checks in for Bird at power forward, and Larry Bird has picked up his fourth personal. Second team foul for the Celtics. Fouls are definitely at a minimum as we've approached almost the halfway mark of the third quarter, and so far there's only been 3 fouls. I think there were 3 fouls in the first minute of the first two quarters there. So teams seem to be playing a little bit smarter now. So pass over to Bones. Puts it up. And that shot will be good, and he will draw the foul. So possibility of a 3-point play. Oh, hold on though. They're going to call this a flagrant foul on Bones. A offensive foul. You cannot believe it. So wipe the points off the board there. So big break for the Celtics there. That could have closed the gap to within 6. But instead, still a 9-point lead and the Celtics ball. Oh, and Newland will commit a foul now for the Nets. So just when I said the fouls were slowing down, a couple of quick fouls there. Now Newland is in foul trouble. So Newland will have to take a seat. So Newland takes a seat after picking him his fourth personal. Simpson checks back in for the Nets. Don Chaney checks in at small forward for the Celtics. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Maxwell. Maxwell puts it up. And Bowens forces that one to go off the mark. And he'll pull, and it'll be Nat pulling down the board. Celtics get back. Get it over to Simpson. Simpson puts up a 2. And great defense by Ford. But Bredikov comes down with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And his jumper will be good.
He buries that shot.
So 58-51 Celtics. Get it over to Cowens. Cowens with a great feed. Pretty feed over to Chaney. So Chaney with 7 points now. Over to Bowens.
The jumper on the baseline.
And his jumper, that's going to be blocked by Cowens. So great block by Cowens there. And he'll come down with the board. He'll pass it. Oh, it's going to be a steal. Bones steals the pass. Celtics quickly get back on defense. Over to Nat. Nat puts it up. And that'll be good. Simpson with the assist. Celtics ball. It's going to be a quick foul on Bredikov. His second personal. Third team foul for the Nets. So not in trouble yet. So they get it over to Chaney. Chaney puts it up. And his jumper will not fall. And it's going to be a loose ball foul on Chris Ford. Offensive foul. So third team foul. Jersey inbounds it. Oh, and another quick foul on Chaney this time. So Chaney with his first personal. So Celtics will be in the penalty from now on. And it's going to be a turnover by Bones. So Celtics ball. And, wow, only an 11 foul for Simpson. So no foul here as Ford gets it and puts it up. And he'll put it up, and that will be... Oh, the momentum goes against the Celtics there, so that will be a miss. As Chris Ford comes down with the offensive board, though. Puts it back up. And Simpson causes the miss. So Brennikov with the board. Fast break pass over to Simpson. Simpson puts it up. And his jumper is good. The Celtics lead cut down to 5 now. And they'll take a timeout. Alright, Celtics inbound it after the timeout. And they'll get it over to Archibald. And Archibald is going to be fouled. Oh, no, it's going to be an offensive foul against Archibald. So his third personal. So New Jersey inbounds it. And Jordan with it, and he's going to be fouled. And that's going to be a foul on Chris Ford, his third personal. So Celtics now officially in the penalty. So Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2. He's 0 for 2 from the line so far. Gets his first one, 1 for 3. Misses the second one, so only 1 for 4. All these free throws are big now, especially going down the stretch here. Maxwell with the board. And having trouble getting to somebody. And Carr will be forced to... No, he cannot. Instead, Roby's going to be forced to put up a shot quickly. And he's going to get it to go. So as the shot clock runs out, Roby's able to drain it. And the Celtics lead back up to 6. As we approach the 3-minute mark of the third quarter. They'll get it over to Bones. And he'll turn it over, though. So we'll be right back at these substitutions. So Gerald Henderson checks in at point guard for the Celtics. And they'll have the ball up by 6. Get it over to Carr. And Carr will be fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Johnson, his 4th personal. So Jersey will be in penalty the rest of the way. Celtics inbound it. Over to Carr. Carr will turn it over, though. So Jersey ball. Down by 6. Chance to close the... Make it a 1-possession game here, possibly. Get it over to Bones. And he puts it up. And his jumper will not fall. Carr with the board. Fast break pass over to Roby. And Roby... And his jumper will go with the momentum.
He buries that shot.
Cisco's to Henderson. So Roby now with 7 points. Celtics lead back up to 8. Into Bones. Puts it up. And his jumper will not go. Board taken down by Roby. We're inside of 2 minutes of the third quarter. And they get it over to Chris Ford. Chris Ford shoots it too. And that's going to be blocked by Bredikov. Johnson with the board. And it's going to be a steal by ML Carr. Fast break pass over to Ford. Puts it up. HRF is a 3, so that doesn't take effect. And the shot looks like it's going to be, oh no, it's going to be blocked by Bones. And he'll come down on the board. Pass it over to, oh, Carr almost has a steal on that one. Said Johnson puts it up. And the spin move is in and out, cannot get it to go. But Nat comes down with it as we approach the 1 minute mark of the third quarter. Nat puts it up. And that will not go. And Chris Ford comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Carr. Puts it up. And that's going to be good. Celtics lead double digits now, up to 10. I think their biggest lead of the day. Saving the best for last of the Celtics. Jersey inbounds at 1 minute left. Third quarter. Get it over to Bowens. Puts it up. And his jumper will not go. And Carr with the board. Oh, Carr. Carr is going to be out the rest of this game. So that's a big blow for the Celtics. As he twists an ankle there. Looks like he tweaked an ankle or something. So Carr will have to be out the remainder of the game. After only 13 minutes. Oof. I want to bring Bird back in here. Ah, man. So Judskin's going to have to come back in. So Celtics lose Carr for the rest of the game. All right. So Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Maxwell. Maxwell puts it up. And that is going to be good. So Maxwell with 6 points in the game. Not a big day, but effective enough. So Celtics have been able to do it today without their big men, Maxwell and Bird, for the most part. Been a team effort definitely today. Jersey inbounds it. Gets it over to Nat. Nat puts it, and his jumper just misses. Bowens comes down with the rebound, puts it back up. And that will not fall. But again, Nat comes down with the offensive board, puts it back up. And that will be good, and he's going to be fouled on the play. So the basket is good. Chance for a three-point play. More importantly, let's see who the foul is on. It's going to be on Judkins. Okay. His third personal. So Nat will go to the line for the first time today, trying to complete the three-point play here. And does. Celtics lead 9 in the ball. And they get over to Henderson. Henderson shoots a jumper. And that will not go in and out. Bredikov with the rebound. get it over to... don't get it over to Johnson. You can't get somebody open here. And it's going to be a foul, though, on Roby, they're going to call it. So Roby with his second personal. So Johnson will go to the line and shoot 2. 1 for 2. First one's good. And he makes both of them. Cuts the Celtics lead to 7. Celtics have the ball. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So Celtics able to pretty much maintain their lead. 68-61, 7-point lead. I think there were 6 points at halftime, so they were able to increase it by a point. And a lot of their starters are arrested. Unfortunately, a lot of them are in foul trouble. So fouls will definitely have to play it smartly here in the fourth quarter. But the Celtics with a 7-point lead. So we're right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, New Jersey inbound at the start of the fourth quarter. Down by 7. And a quick steal by Henderson. And Celtics set it up. Henderson with it now. Puts it up. And it won't fall. Kelly with the board. Fast break pass over to Jordan. And he'll turn it over. And it's going to be a quick foul now on Newland. So Newland now with 5 personal fouls. He'll have to take a seat here early on in the fourth quarter. So fouls are already starting to play a big part in this fourth quarter. So Celtics inbound it up by 7. And it's going to be a quick steal by Nat, though. Fast break pass over to Jordan. Jordan with a great feed. Over to Johnson. Puts it up and good. So Celtics lead cut down to 5 now. Get it over to Henderson. And Henderson will put it up. And Boynes is going to cause the miss here. And Johnson comes down with the board for the Nets. Cut this to a 1-possession game now with a basket. And it's going to be a foul on Maxwell, so his third personal. First team foul. Jersey inbounds it. Gets it over to Boynes. And that shot will not go. Kelly, though, with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that jumper will be good. So it's now a 1-possession game as the Celtics lead is now cut down to 3. And they'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens shoots a 2. And his jumper is good.
He buries that shot.
70-65 Celtics. Get it over to Nat.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And his jumper is going to be... Oh, Henderson's almost able to defend it, but not quite. And it will fall.
Can you believe that?
And 3-point Celtic lead. Celtics get it up. And Bird will shoot a 3. And Bird shoots a big 3-pointer here. So Bird with his first 3-point shot of the day is good. And that'll double the Celtics lead now. 6 points now. So huge basket by Bird there. Less than 10 minutes to go in the game. And let's get it over to Nat. Nat puts it up. And great defense by Bird. So Bird starting to assert his prowess here. As Cowens comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up. Oh, and just can't get it to fall in. It was halfway down and it came back out. Johnson rips down the board. Pass it over to Jordan. He's going to give a great pass. Great feed over to Boynes, and that's going to go in. 73-69 Celtics. Oh, and it's going to be stolen by Kelly. Fast break over to Barnes. Puts it up. And that jumper will be good. So Celtics lead down to 2. Celtics will call a timeout. Oof. So Celtics lead down to 2 points now as they come out of the timeout. And they'll get it over to Bird. Bird will shoot a 2. Oh, can't get this one to fall though. Kelly with the ball. With the rebound. Fast break pass over to Jordan. And he's going to get fouled. And that is going to be a foul on Maxwell, his 4th personal. He's in the act of shooting, so Jordan will go to the line and shoot 2. He's been awful from the line, only 1 for 4 so far. First one is good. Makes both of these, though. So Jersey has tied it up at 73 here with 9 minutes left in the game. Oh, and they're going to get a steal by Jordan. Celtics get back quickly. Over to Kelly. Kelly with a great feed. Over to Johnson, puts it up and in. And Jersey takes the lead once again, 75-73. So Celtics now find themselves trailing once again. Celtics cannot afford to lose this one. It's going to be over to Henderson. Henderson shoots a 2. And that will be a miss by Barnes. It's going to be over to Johnson. Johnson with the board. Sets it up. Over to Jordan. Jordan shoots the 2. And that's going to... Oh, no block by Archibald. That's going to be a miss, though. And it's going to be out of bounds. New Jersey ball. Jersey inbounds it over to Nat. Puts it up. And his jumper is no good. Bird, though, with the board. Fast break. Bird on the fast break.
Nice pass inside.
Great inside feed over to Maxwell. Lays it up and in. 75-75. Over to Jordan. Jordan puts it up. And that jumper will not fall. Maxwell with the board. Passes it over to Bird. And Bird is going to... Oh, momentum, though, helps, though, as the Bird +2 shot goes in and... But manages to fall. Celtics 77-75. Jersey inbounds it. Down by 2 now. Gets it over to Barnes. Barnes with a great pass inside to Kelly. And that'll be good. 77-77. And that's going to be a steal by Barnes. Celtics back. Over to Nat. Nat puts it up. And that will not go. Kelly with the board. And he's going to get fouled. And that's going to be a foul on Cowens, his 4th personal. Kelly will go to the line to shoot 2. He's using the act of shooting 1 for 2 so far. Makes the first one. And misses the second one. Maxwell with the board, so 1 for 2. 1 point New Jersey lead. Celtics with the ball. Get it over to Henderson. And that's going to be blocked by Boynes. Henderson, though, comes down with the board. Gets it over to Cowens. And his up and under is going to be good. Archibald with the assist. So Cowens now with 14 points. Celtics lead by 1. As we approach the halfway mark. We are at the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. And they'll get it over to Jordan. Jordan with a great feed. Over to Johnson. And that'll be good. And cut the assist to Jordan. Johnson now with 13 points. So we'll be right back after these substitutions. All right, Chris Ford checks back in for the Celtics. Yeah, we were definitely missing something with Henderson's defense was killing us there. So Chris Ford checks in at defense. We definitely need his defense back in there. Mike Newland checks back in with 5 fouls. As we approach halfway mark of the fourth quarter. With the Jersey up by a point. Celtics ball. Get it over to Ford. Ford will turn it over, though. Ugh. Costly turnover there. Jersey with it. Gets it over to Jordan. Puts it up. And that jumper will not fall. Cowens with the board. Pass it over to Bird. Bird puts it up. And Bird cannot get it to fall. So Bird missing in this fourth quarter. Killing the Celtics here. As Johnson comes down with the board. Pass it over to Johnson. Johnson will turn it over, though. So Celtics ball. And it's going to go over to Bird. Bird with another shot here. And Bird misses again. Unbelievable. He just come down with his own rebound, though. Puts it back up. And this time it gets it to go. Oh, good. Celtics with a 1-point lead here. It's a nail biter here. 5 minutes left. Jersey inbounds it. Tries to inbound it. Finally gets it over to Nat. And his jumper will not fall. But Newland comes down with the board. And he's going to get fouled. It's going to be a foul on Cowens. So Cowens now with 5 personal. Man, he's got to stay in there. So Newland will go to the line and shoot too. As he was in the act of shooting. 4 for 4 from the line. Newland. First one's good. And second one, nothing but net. So Jersey takes back the lead, 82-81. Celtics inbound it. Over to Maxwell. Looks like Maxwell's going to get fouled here. And it's going to be a foul on Johnson, his 5th personal. So foul's starting to play a huge factor now. Lots of foul trouble. We got to play through it as it's getting towards crunch time. So Maxwell with the line to shoot 2. His first time trip to the line today. 79% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. Every shot is big now. And perfect on that one. So the Celtics back on top. Flip-flopping here. 83-82. Celtics need a stop here. Get it over to Newland. Newland puts it up. And that's going to be good. Assist goes to Kelly. That will not help. So Newland now with 12 points. Celtics inbound it. Now down by 1. Every possession important now. Get it over to Cowens. Cowens with a great feed. Over to Ford. Puts it up and in. So Ford with 8 points. Cowens his second assist. Celtics 85-84. Oh, and that's going to be a turnover by Nat. So a huge turnover there. Celtics with a chance to add to their lead here. And they'll get it over to Bird. Bird puts it up. Ah, and Bird cannot get it to go. And Nat will come down with the board. And it's going to be a steal, though, by Maxwell. Celtics set it up. Over to Bird. Bird puts it up. And again, Bird forced miss by Nat. Oh, my goodness. Kelly with the rebound. So Celtics missing these great opportunities, but it's going to be another turnover by, this time by Newland. And he travels in the Celtic ball. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in the game. Celtics up by 1. They need to take advantage of these turnovers here. Cowan's with it now. Puts it up. And that's going to be blocked by Kelly. Oh, my goodness. However, the Celtics will get the rebound. It's going to be Maxwell with the board. And Maxwell will put it up. Ah, and great defense by Johnson. Forces the miss. So loose ball foul. And it's going to be on Ford. Unbelievable. Celtics in the penalty. So Newland, not the man you want to foul, will go to the line now. It's a perfect 6 for 6. That's the first one. And nails both of them. Now give New Jersey the lead once again. Oh, my goodness. They'll get it over to Archibald. And his jumper will be good. Yes, just barely gets in there, but it is good. So Celtics 87-86. Celtics need a stop here. Ah, and it's going to be a foul on Maxwell. His 5th personal. So Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. He's 3 for 4. First one, nothing but net. Second one, also good. So Jersey now with a 1-point lead. Unbelievable. Over to Maxwell. Maxwell puts it up. Oh, you're kidding me. The HRF comes into play here. So that will force the miss. Maxwell, though, rips down the board. And he's going to get fouled. Defensive high, and George Johnson will foul out of the game. So Johnson, the first victim, fouls out of the game. And they have to bring in somebody at power forward now. We got to bring in Bassett. He's still got some minutes here, so Bassett's going to have to come in. Oh, man. So Maxwell will go to the line to shoot 2. 2 for 2 so far. Makes the first one. Makes both of them. Celtics with a 1-point lead now. 1 minute, 48 seconds left. And it's going to be a steal by Bird. Bird with the steal. Ah, they don't get the fast break, though. Set it up. Over to Archibald. Archibald with a great feed. Over to Ford. Ford puts it up. Ford now in double digits with 10. So Celtics take a 3-point lead now. 1 minute 24 left in the game. They get it over to Kelly. Kelly shoots a 3. And that is way off the mark. I don't know what he's doing shooting a 3 there. Awful 3-point shooter. Maxwell with the board. Gets it over to Cowens. But Cowens will turn it over. Oh my goodness. And they get it over to Newland. Newland shoots a 2. And that will not be good, but he will draw the foul. Who is this going to be on? And that is going to be on Chris Ford. So look at all this red here for the Celtics. So 3 of their starters all with 5 personal fouls as we approach less than a minute left in the game. So they fouled Newland, who's a perfect 8 for 8. Puts up the first one. Good. Second one, also good. Celtics lead down to 1 with the ball. They get it to Bird. Bird in the clutch. It's going to be good. So a huge shot by Bird there. Gives the Celtics a 3-point lead. So Jersey will call a timeout. Yeah. Celtics still with momentum even though it's a timeout. Okay. Oh, man. So 36 seconds left. Celtics up by 3. Jersey ball. It's going to be a foul on Cowens. And Cowens is done. So Cowens is the second victim. Foul out now. First Johnson, now Cowens. So Rick Roby will have to come in. Do we want Roby or do we want Fernston? I think we want Roby. Okay. He's got some offense too. So Roby checks in. As Kelly goes to the line, he's 2 for 4 today. Misses the first one. Oh, this is huge. And second one is good. So Celtics will call a timeout now. No, they don't want time. They got momentum here. So Celtics with it, inbound at 24. Oh, it's going to be a steal by Kelly, though. No fast break here. Over to Bassett. Bassett puts up a 2. And that will not go. And Celtics, yes. It's going to be Bird with the offensive board. How much time is left? 12 seconds. So, yeah, they're going to have to foul him. Intentional foul. They have to. Down by 2. Only less than 12 seconds left, so 6 seconds left. So what happened there? The foul. So personal foul. So it's going to be Bassett gets the foul. So, not Bird. I guess they fouled Maxwell. Okay, Maxwell's a pretty good free throw shooter. So Maxwell can ice this if he nails both of these. Gets the first one. Big shot here. Oh, and he's going to miss the second one. However, Kelly cannot get the board, and it's going to be Roby ripping down the board. So he's got it now. They're going to have to... Oh, they can't foul him. Why can't they do that? So, and he puts it immediately back up. But he can't get this one to go. Misses that one. As Kelly gets it. And they're going to have to call a timeout here. So Jersey calls a timeout. They're going to have to go for a 3-point shot here. Is that what we want here? Yeah, they're going to have to go with a 3-point shot here. So they call the timeout. Chance to score here. They're going to go with a forced 3-pointer. Do they have enough time left, though? That's the question. They did call a timeout. And they're going to call for one last shot here. Here's the big 3-pointer. I think they automatically put up a 3-pointer here. They do. And it's going to be good. Yeah, it's a forced 3-pointer, so they would have to shoot the 3. Even though they said they didn't take the 3, they have to shoot the 3 here. And this is going to be good. And that will tie the game up at 94. Unbelievable. I don't think there's any time left. Celtics will call a timeout just to see if there is. Yeah. They might have a chance for one shot here. Oh, my goodness. Inbounds it. Force. Oh, we didn't do the forced three-pointer, but here we go. Center, no. Point guard, 8. So Archibald's putting it up here. This is for the win. Ah, and he misses. Unbelievable. Oh, wait, it's a loose ball foul. And it's got to be on Ford. And that is it, I think. So Chris Ford gets fouls out of the game. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, no. So Newland's going to get a chance to win it here. First free throw is good. Second free throw is also good. Oh, no. Timeout. Inbound. And that's the end of the game as the Celtics lose. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, that is awful as the Celtics fall to the lowly New Jersey Nets as the Nets get a three-pointer. Yes, you might say that wasn't a three-pointer, but you got to think at the end of the game they have to go for that three-pointer. And they did, and they made it. And then, man, there was a battle of timeouts there. That was the longest 6 seconds I've ever seen. But it does happen in basketball. And the Celtics drop a game to the New Jersey Nets. Unbelievable. Wow. What a game. That's definitely the best game that we played. Well, I don't know about the best, but the closest game there. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh, that was a heartbreaker, though. So let's check out here. So the Celtics fall to the lowly. The Celtics fall to 3-6. Wow. Wow. That is ridiculous. Unbelievable. Jersey comes back 35 points in the fourth quarter to win it 96-94. Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. That is a that is definitely the toughest loss I think I've ever done in one of these games. Unbelievable. Let's go through these stats. It's going to be tough. So Bird and Newland. Bird missed a lot of clutch shots though down the line. He actually did well though. He was 9 for 14, so I guess I can't complain too much. It just seemed like a lot of them were happening near the end. So Newland and Bird top scorers. Kelly rebound, total rebounds 13. Mike Newland, perfect 12 for 12 from the line. Oh my goodness. And Jersey only shot 39% from the floor. Celtics 45%. Wow. Jersey did pick up their free throw shooting down the line, 71%. Celtics 78%. Oh my God, that was awful. Oh man, definitely gonna be a hard time sleeping tonight. Celtics, they were like 51-21 on the season, and now they're gonna fall to 3-6. So we got some retooling to do here. Wow, thought we were gonna go to overtime at least there, but we do not, as they get the foul called on them at the end. And I guess that is fitting to have this game end on them because of a foul with all the fouls in this game. So let's look at how many fouls there were in this game. There were 58 fouls in this game. Celtics 31 fouls and New Jersey with 27. Unbelievable. Wow. So Larry Bird's final numbers, 9 for 14 from the floor, a three-pointer. 2 for 2 from the from the charity stripe. 2 for 5. 7 total rebounds. 4 personal fouls. And Cowens, Ford, and Johnson all foul out. Mike Newland, player of the game, though, with that huge three-pointer at the end. Huge three-pointer. And then those 2 free throws to win it. Wow. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, and we will come back with the next game. We got to take a few days off from this one now. This is a heartbreaker here. Whew. So thank you for joining me. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.